BIOL's technical analysis, fundamental statistics, along with reviewing my current position and their price target. Starting off the price action, we are pushing nearly up 25% right now. We got a bounce perfectly off of the level that I did call out. If you want to see my credentials and why I may be worth hearing, link or card in the top right now. If you want to go see me calling out in the last BIOL's video that we did, I called out. I said this exactly, basically. Go watch it if you don't believe me. 77 cents is the level to load up on. I said that is the level that I will personally be looking to add shares on. A couple reasons why I said that. Number one, last time we touched this level, this rectangular level of green support here that I'm outlining right now, first time, huge bounce. Second time, huge bounce. We also have a potential W pattern, but more on that in a little bit. We also have the 61.8% Fibonacci level, the retracement level right here. It's a perfect alignment. And guess what? That's not even all. That's not even all. We also have, if we go to the weekly, this is why it's important to look at all the indicators that we look at. Now, we don't go over this stuff, right? We don't. Okay, that just looks like Hacksaw Ridge, doesn't it? Just like 1,000 bombs and lines going everywhere, right? But if we actually look at the Bollinger Bands on the weekly, we have a perfect validation. 74 cents is where the middle Bollinger Band is trading at on the weekly. And remember, the weekly Bollinger Bands is an obscure, very minuscule, very subtle, nuanced indicator, right? Who's looking at the weekly Bollinger Bands, right? Besides you, Brandon. No one, I'm telling you right now, no one else on YouTube is checking these at all. This is why they don't know the stuff that we do. They don't look at all the indicators. They don't look at you. They don't give a macroscopic viewpoint. They don't look at everything, okay? Anyways, enough bragging, enough saying I'm perfect. Okay, I'm not perfect. But the Bollinger Bands, we validated it perfectly. We got rejected perfectly. Now, if you are actually into this stock right now, that's actually why the run-up is happening. There's actually not really any news. I mean, there technically is two pieces of news, but neither of these are enough to push it how much it has been right now. The gain today is mostly because there's really two options. One, it's purely technical. Other traders are watching the technicals. They're loading up on the zone that I thought that, is clearly the load up zone. Number two, the whales are coming in. The whales are coming in, or short. It could be shorts covering. Okay, who knows? Who knows? There's a ton of possibilities. But if you are in the stock right now or looking to get the position established into BIOL's, what are your levels to watch? What do you want to do? If we see any sort of dippage, like we are likely to see, 25% run up, obviously the stock has been beaten down. And if we look at the RSI on the daily here, it was about time for a correction, right? We've been trading below 50, 30s, 40s, low 30s for a while, right? Not really low 30s, I guess mid 30s, but it was time for a correction in the upwards direction, roughly. That's what the RSI indicates to me. We got that correction. Where are you likely to see another auspicious buy zone? I am going to say this 50% retracement level short term. If you know what BIOL's does and you are bullish long term or short term, and you think they're going to retest these levels of resistance right here, if you think that's going to happen, that's fine. But I would say this: getting in on this 50% retracement level is risky because BIOL's is crazy. No one knows about BIOL's. Everyone hates BIOL's because they don't think the laser technology they do. They think the mainstream adoption in the dentist space, the orthodox dentist space, is a long way away. They don't think laser technology has a quick path there in a year or 5 years even. A lot of them think it's decades away, okay? I disagree. It's inevitable in my opinion. I don't know when it's going to be, but I know it's going to happen sometime because laser technology is just better than orthodox dentist technology. Now, that is a good level to watch if you can get a better entry point. Now, last time I said this. I believe I said this perfectly last time. I don't remember exactly, but I said this, I think. Go fact check the video if you don't believe me. I'm 99% sure I said this. Okay. I said this is your first level to watch, your first support level to watch, 84 cents down to 81 cents. I said that's a good buy, but if you want an auspicious buy, look up the definition of auspicious. I'm not going to waste your time telling you. 77 cents down to 70 cents is your level to watch. For this next prediction, I'm going to say the same thing, just different levels. This 50% retracement level sitting at 89 cents, that is a good buy. If you want an auspicious buy, you wait till it hits 84 cents down to 80 cents or down to 81 cents. Now, it's not guaranteed to come down to either of these levels. That's what you have to be careful about. But don't chase the stock. You would rather not get into the stock at all than buy in at its current price, right? I mean, unless you're just super bullish, which I guess, that's fine if you are. It's a good company. I really like the company. We're going to be going over my end-of-year price targets. Trust me, I really like the company. But those are your levels to watch. Let's look at some other indicators. Let's look at the MACD on the daily. All right, we're about to get that bullish cross. So let's say we were to dip down here. we are going to get that bullish cross very soon if we see any more sustained. I mean, even if we can stay around in this level and just go up a little bit, maybe we are going to get that bullish cross, bullish confirmation with the MACD crossing above the signal line. Signal line will be crossing below. That will represent some bullish momentum for the stock. Very bullish. If that happens, that is just another. That's just more evidence to support my case of getting in on this Fibonacci level, and or if we did more than that, this 84-cent level. I also want to look at the moving averages on the daily. We are still in bullish territory. I know this is a complicated chart. I know this is about 1,000 lines here. I'm sorry. I like to give you guys multiple indicators, opinions. Right? I have my own way of doing technical analysis. Right? I've been doing it for a while. I don't really like these green moving averages, so that's why I put them all in green, right? Those are the orthodox, some of the orthodox moving averages. I like the 200-day EMA and the 15 and the 55. Those are my favorite ones because I think they're actually the most important. Usually, most of the time, macroscopically, they're definitely the most important in my opinion. But yeah, I know this is confusing. I'm gonna break it down. We have the most important golden crosses, which is the 200-day exponential moving average, the red one right here. If you're confused on how I'm getting this information, it's right there. That line, 200-day EMA, is below the 55-day moving average. That is the first golden cross. That is the second most important golden cross. But the most important one is the 15-day, the orange moving average. That is above the 200-day EMA. That is the most important one. We've got it. Gap is big, right? We got total checks out. All the checks out. We are golden cross, bullish territory macroscopically. So that is what you want to see. Taking a look at the super trend indicator. All right, not my favorite indicator. Oh, look at that. We got rejected perfectly almost out. Okay, this is why these indicators are perfect. You can say these lines don't mean anything. It's just, I mean, that's just so naive and rudimentary if you say that because I mean, look, I mean, we literally, you could have made a 20% profit if you would have done basic technical analysis, right? I mean, 20% is more than that's double what Dave Ramsey makes in a year based on lines. I mean, make your own opinions, but technical analysis is very important, in my opinion. All right. But yeah, super trend, we're in bearish territory on the daily, right? Bearish territory on the daily. If we look on the weekly, we are still bullish. So this is, take it for what it is. It's hard to be bearish when you have, had a nice run up recently and you come from being like $48 a share. And I think it used to be hundreds of dollars a share. Okay, 98. It almost used to be 100. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, the company's been around for a while. But also, I want to look at the 4-hour super trend. So the daily is bearish. Okay, we are still. Okay. So we just got. Okay, I was confused. I didn't see the little cross right there. Okay, so we did just flip bullish. I was going to be really confused if we didn't on the 4-hourly. That would not have made sense. But yeah, we are bullish on the 4-hourly. So this is something to keep in mind. Okay, so that everything RSI, we're looking overbought, right? So this is why I'd be careful. I think a little bit of a retracement is a very healthy thing right now. On the daily, we're not looking bad at all. Okay. I think that's pretty much everything. Okay, so that's what we're looking at as far as the technicals. Due diligence. Now, this is just some random person. It got a ton of awards. It got a ton of upvotes, right? I'm going to give it another upvote. There you go. This is good due diligence. It's very short. Okay, there's really not much here. But this is some good information. If you don't know anything about the company, basically, you could just watch a couple of the BIOL videos that I've done, or you could read this. It'll give you a good intro. All right. But it's a month ago. Keep this in mind. I'll link in the description. BIOL fundamental statistics. Insider ownership is 5% according to MVIS. Institutional is 11%. Now, if we actually pull up fintel.io, let me pull up fintel.io real quick. Okay, I'm pretty sure they actually have a much higher insider ownership here on fintel.io. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, yeah, okay, 13%. 13%. And let's look at the institutional. Okay, 5%. Okay, so yeah, FinViz, I don't know how these sites get such different information sometimes, man, but we like to look at multiple sources to fact check as much as we can. 13% extremely bullish, even 5%, 11%. That's not, neither of those are bearish by any means. Okay, looking at the news. This is the news that I was talking about earlier. I think I showed this. These two pieces of news. These were not enough to push the stock to where 20%. Where is it? Okay, it's right there. 20%. Yeah, 20% in the green. This is not enough to push it to 20% in the green. Wow, so many pop-ups on this freaking one. Wow, I hate websites that do this. I don't do any pop-ups on my website. Feel free to check that out. Quick plug, real quick. Quick plug. Okay. Okay, let's just look at the Yahoo version because there's not as much of that. So this is the strong buy. All right, you can read this if you want. There's some good information here. I'm going to be honest. I did skim it. So there's some good stuff in here. Although I think they are a little bit too optimistic on the earnings report. Honestly, there were some, their earnings report. I did read the earnings report, and it was not nearly as good as they try to, kind of make it sound here. I think. Nowhere, nothing. They don't have what Eric Holman of BioNano. They don't have a CEO that really gives you that full confidence as an investor for the long term outlook. Like Eric Holman, that is what you want as a CEO. You want someone who is saying they believe their space. It would be great if their CEO, for example, if their CEO was saying the laser technology and dentistry, that is the way forward. Their innovation is not, there's no innovation left to be discovered in the traditional dentist ways. We have all the innovation left. That's basically what BNGO's Eric Holman is saying about optical genome mapping compared to long read sequencing. If they had something like that, that would be great, but they just don't have that. At least not that I read. Okay. Current positions. BIOL April 7th price target. We've hit that. End of year bear case is $4. End of year bull case is $10 to $20. Now, I want to be clear here. All right, I'm going to make a video explaining all of these price charts. I made these on February 4th or 5th when everything was going up perpetually. So if I could change some of these, I would decrease some of them a little bit, but I'm not doing that because I'm not doing that as of now. The only reason I would not change my price targets without telling you guys, and if I did, I would need permission from a lot of you because I don't know if that's fair to just change price targets that I set, in February. So I don't know what I'll do with that because some of these I would like to change a little bit, but BIOL, you need to understand, I'm not changing these. I'm not changing BIOLs right now because I don't want to right now because this is their bull case. This is if everything goes right. Remember, this is not me predicting $20 end of year. Done. No, $4 end of year done. That's what I think. The bear case is what I think it will do. The bull case is what I think it will do if every single thing goes right. Best case scenario. That's why it's called bull case. If everything goes as according to plan in our mind, that is the price. I think $20 is the highest it can go realistically if everything goes perfectly. That's what these price charts are. I hope that makes sense. Risk is medium. Yeah, it's but honestly, it's kind of low because if you believe in what they do long term, they've already had horrible dippage and blood in the streets. If you can hold through this, and if you're still holding the bag up here, congratulations to everyone who held through this little fake little uptrend, held through here. Now, if you want to take profits for less of a loss, or actually take profits, if you actually listen to my non-financial advice back in the last BIOL video, congratulations. This is a company that we've been going over for a while. Let's see, what did we do? Okay, we first talked about it when it was $1.10 on February 4th. It's down overall. It's down overall, right? But our month-out price charts have been correct. You've had plenty of time to take profits. But anyways, enough ranting. Okay, enough ranting. Merch is done. Revelation is done. Merch is not. Okay, merch is done. Technically, it's shipping. I need to make sure the artwork prints correctly. Then we're going to have merch ready, man. It's going to be cool. It's going to be really cool. I have like 10 designs that are in the works right now that are done technically, but I have not, I only have 2 designs or 2 or 3 designs shipping right now. So y'all are only going to be able to buy like 2 or 3 different designs. There's like a shirt, hoodie, water bottle, mask, tank top, phone case for all different phones. There's a ton of options, but there's only like 2 or 3 different designs. There's a ton of colors as well. So it'll be cool. It'll be awesome. It's not financial advice anyways. Thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all in the next one.